It's good to see a vision become a reality, and this city, its international proximity, an international city, a crossroads. It's, you know, when I think about Laredo and all of the different events that occur here, whether it's Washington's birthday, Ray, or it's the World Jalapeno Festival, you know, I mean, it's we go from incredibly serious to maybe not so serious, but it's all a part of our culture, and it's a part of this great city. And to your list of highlights now, you can add that the presence of the cutting-edge technology on the desalinization of water, which is the mayor so appropriately remarked is the source of life, and without it there is no growth. And this state still is very fortunate in that perspective of having 1,000 people a day continuing to move to the state of Texas, and that is one of the resources that they require, no matter whether you're the city of Dallas or in part of the state where water's not quite as abundant, having those sources of water. And I wanted to come today not only to participate as a partner, but also to come and congratulate the city of Laredo for their vision, for their, and what I consider to be a very bold strategy in conjunction with the greatest university in the world. They say if you can do it, it ain't bragging. So these are some very bright minds, Ray, and you all, and this is a company that really ignores the status quo, a company that they pursue technology solutions. I've been just outside of the Bryan College Station area to look at their facilities, Jimmy, a couple of years ago, and just some really fascinating work that they're doing. And our quest in this country for energy independence is a great goal. And there's some very visionary men and women all across the country who are engaged in that. Terrabon is one of those companies, and they're pioneering new approaches to biofuels, and they're making great strides with their Mixicol technology that's and actually grew out of some technology that was previously funded by the state's emerging technology fund. So in addition to celebrating the new desal plant here, I came today to announce that Texas is investing $2.75 million from our emerging technology fund in a Terrabon Corporation's effort to create energy from materials that previously had been discarded. As you know, again, we're blessed in this state that Ryan and his colleagues have helped create an environment in this state by keeping the taxes relatively low and the regulatory climate fair, a legal system that doesn't allow for oversuing, a continued funding of accountable public schools, which tell these companies you can move here, you can come to Texas, and the skilled workforce will be available for you. And that simple but very profound approach to governing is working. Over the course of the last 7 months, Texas led the nation in the creation of jobs. Over 166,000 new jobs created in the first 7 months of this year. Through the decade of the 2000s, Texas led all other states by a substantial margin in job creation. You know, we're the you can't hardly go a week or so without picking up a business journal or a publication that ranks the states. And you know, CNBC just within the last 10 days picked Texas as the #1 state in America to do business. And the primary credit for that goes to our citizens, Ryan. I mean, it's the hard-working Texans. It's people like Mr. Ogden, who has been a wildcatter all of his life. I mean, and to risk your capital, just give us the opportunity to have a good return on our investment. That's all they ask, a level playing field. And that's what Texas has done. And the members of the legislature certainly deserve some of that credit, because they've been sensitive to the foundational part of job creation, that you can't overtax, you can't overregulate, you can't overlitigate, and you've got to continue to fund public schools so that that skilled workforce is available. And they've done an excellent job in that arena. And Texas is now perceived, and in all reality should be, as the best place in America to live, to raise a family, and to have a business. And these new factories and these new businesses, and all of the Texans to follow. We've seen the projections of what our population is going to be in 2020 and in 2040, doubled. They're going to need water. They're going to need power. And those are the two byproducts of which we're talking here today. And now's the time to take that challenge on. Now's the time to put into place those emerging technologies that are going to answer the questions about the challenges that we have in the future. And our Emerging Technology Fund has been a very good partner in that. Mark Ellis and I have been working together for a long time, and when we actually developed the Emerging Technology Fund, it was all about having universities across this state. We were just at Rice day before yesterday, and I think also at Lubbock in Texas Tech, announcing another Emerging Technology Fund grant to a consortium there whose expertise is in wind energy. You know, Texas is now home to the greatest generated wind energy production in America. As a matter of fact, we create more wind energy in Texas than all but 4 other countries. We passed California up a long time ago. I remind Arnold on a regular basis. But those are hurdles and benchmarks that we've just met in the last 3 years. I mean, so the speed of which Texas is addressing the challenges that we have is another great tribute to the people, to the institutions, and the partnerships that get created between the public and the private sector. And our goal is to make sure we have an adequate supply and an economical supply for the future growth of this country. And today is just another one of those opportunities to see that vision become a reality. A company like Terrabon, which is going to be creating energy, they're going to have that excess energy that they're creating to be used, as well as creating another source of energy with their alcohol mix. And so anyway, I want to congratulate Terrabon for a bold vision. Look forward to working with them as they continue to find new ways to power Texas, and frankly, an extension of that is powering America. America gets its energy from Texas by and large, and we want to keep it that way.